My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Against the Storm. Alright, what modifiers have we got that we can play with here? We've got an overgrown library. One of our starting blueprints is replaced with a wild card. I can only guess that that's going to get a workshop. There's a ruins, high chance of finding ruins in glades. There's also -3 to the radius of hearths. Oof. Higher chance of timed orders from the clown. Wow, if I called them that, I'd probably get killed. You can move most of the buildings in your settlement with the levitating modifier. Discovering glades doesn't increase hostility. Ooh, Watchtower is very powerful. But I'm going to want to build out in the direction of more question marks. So maybe I go up here so that I can cut up towards these ones. That sounds like a good idea to me. And this will give us a reasonable amount of distance. Overgrown library. We've also got a royal woodland space here. So the royal woodland space is lush, rich with wood in those trees. So if I took something like the beavers into that area, the beavers are gifted woodworkers and have a chance of producing double the resources when they're cutting down trees. So basically, I would never have to worry about wood or fuel. Kind of. Yeah, I'd basically never have to worry about wood or fuel if I have just that many beavers in a royal woodland, so let's do that. Other modifiers I have to worry about: overgrown library, nothing. These are what the trees can give us, the natural resources in general that we find in the area afterwards. An average amount of soil. Okay. With both meat and eggs available for looting from this area, I think I might want to take the blueprint for the trapper's camp in with me. Then what else? I could take in a bunch of food, just 42 meat straight up. It doesn't look like clay is especially common in this area though, so I might want to take either some stone or clay with me. Let's take some stone, just so I'll have the ability to build early bricks in case I need them. Name our settlement. These are, of course, pulled from the fourth wall over at patreon.com/rhapsodyplays, so there's Abatonia for Abatol. Also, I do have in the early access series all the way up until Prestige 12. However, as we're reacquainting ourselves here, I'm going to start on Prestige 1, jump to Prestige 5, then to 10, and then probably up to 12 if I've been succeeding the entire time. Gotta get the rust knocked off of these wheels, you see. Alright, let's do it. What are our mysteries today? Okay, so we have the positive forest mystery of Aurora. Villagers get motivated, so +1 boost to their resolve, and it stacks every 60 seconds. The drizzle season that this is active in, I think, is 4 minutes long. So that means for the last minute of this, all of the villagers are going to have +3 resolve. That's pretty sick. And all I need is a service in order to fulfill that. Cool. I'm a little bit threatened by these forest mysteries though, because as soon as I get to 2 hostility, we're activating no contact, gaining reputation doesn't lower impatience, the aura of fear as well, all species resolve drops 100% faster. Only during the storm, mind. And then hailstorm as well. I can avoid hailstorm at the absolute least. As long as everyone is housed, they're not going to get the effect of possibly perishing every 15 seconds. Also, just because it's a bit loud in my ear at this point, where are we? Audio? Drop you down just a wee bit. All right, cool. Let's do some scaffolding. Oh, it's one of my favorite things. I just like setting up a base to run efficiently. Okay, so there's our roads. I've got the free choice here as well. So typically, you get 3 blueprints at the very start. One of the things that I want to try and do as quickly as possible is make sure that I have the ability to make each of the main building materials in the game. Excuse me. It's not a workshop. There we go, workshop. So the workshop gives us the ability to make each of the main materials in the game fabric and bricks, even a 3-star bricks or a 3-star fabric production, these are each 2-star, is only 1 less fabric or 1 less brick. 3-star plank production is 2 fewer wood, but the thing is I'm not gonna need a ridiculous amount of wood because I'm getting, or rather, sorry, I'm not gonna need a ridiculous amount of wood in order to make planks. Hang on, let me try that sentence from the very top. I have more wood than I need for the sake of making planks because we're in the Royal Woodlands, so shouldn't have to worry about that. I will be taking the workshop. That wasn't a pump fake right there. 100% the thing that I should build. I need 4 fabric in order to get it constructed. So let's get a crude workshop put down. Let's also put down the non-crude workshop. That's the respectable workshop right there. Turn off all production except for fabric. I'm getting plant fiber from trees. So I could either wait until I cut down a bunch of trees, or I could start farming flax very early. I have 9 people on camp. 9 people on camp is the ability to fully stock 2 woodcutters. So I'll definitely be doing that. 2 woodcutters set down to fully stock. 1 person in the hearth. And then, yeah, I have 2 freestanding agents who are capable of doing the flax farming for me. Let's also set some priorities here. I want to make sure that all of the woodcutters camps are produced first, and then I'll set us to 4 speed. You know what? At this point, I can actually also look at my second blueprint. Is it too hasty? Is it too hasty to get a tavern? So the tavern itself is +3 to global resolve, but then it would also activate Aurora for another +3 to global resolve. If I did that, I would actually start getting reputation points just out of the lizards being really, really happy. Of course, I'm not doing it immediately because it's very, very expensive in terms of resources, but I do want to do it ASAP. I should also have a look at what we have surrounding us. Dangerous glades, yeah, to be expected, frankly. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a new icon for the Forbidden Glade. Okay. Right. That's why the Dangerous Glades look different as well, to differentiate them. Cool. I really like Forbidden Glades because they tend to be much, much more impactful. I still don't really like breaking into small glades that much. Time to pick up our first cornerstone, though. Obsidian runestone, Hearth's corruption is, or rather the Hearth's resistance to corruption is increased by 400. I'd have to be deep into a game with Blightrot to really start considering that. Grain bags. +1 to grain production every 25 times it's produced. However, no, I don't have grain production here. I've got the greenhouse, using drizzle water to make mushrooms and herbs, or the herb garden. Not what I was hoping for. The exploration contract wouldn't be bad. Just this early on, that's a nice bonus, boon. Get 20 reeds as well as 20 clay for each discovered glade. Grain bags is unlikely to happen at all. Obsidian runestone, later game. So Vineyard Town could be really interesting. Get +1 to Beaver's Resolve for every 70 wine produced. So if I produce 700 wine, all of the beavers at all times have +10 to their resolve. But also, they get +10 if they consume that wine. So suddenly we have ecstatic beavers. Being able to increase that ground level of resolve is really, really nice. I'm pausing a lot right now. I've got to make sure that I stop doing this. I need some power to start out with, so I'll pick up the exploration contract, thank you. Also, we have the orders from the Queen. Copper is not produced directly in this region, so +1 to copper production isn't that great. Keeping the lizard resolve above 15 for 30 seconds doesn't seem like it would be that difficult to do. If I build them their specific housing, that's immediately +6, so we get up to 9. If I put one of them into the hearth, that's another +5 and another global +1. Yeah, I can easily do the clan. Purge. Burn at least 6 Blightrot cysts, or start doing some trading. I'm gonna take the one that incentivizes me to start trading. Exploration. Cut into 5 glades. I don't like cutting into glades. Don't make me do it. Large berry baskets, though. So what? I have to make 20 pigment. But if I do that, I get +1 to all berry production, and berry is the most common natural resource on the map. I don't think I need to take either of these until I'm about to have either pigment production or I have a glade that I'm about to cut into. Just gonna hold off on making those choices for as long as I possibly can. I need some fabric in order to make that lizard house, so I'm gonna throw people at the harvester's camp as quickly as possible. And here I know that I want to produce a maximum of 6 fabric at that translation rate. In the early game, I'm going to modify the limits down on the workshop to 25 apiece. Actually, you know what? I'll lower it down to 10. Just so that I don't overwhelm the amount of resources that I have. And so that I always have, you know, enough tools on hand to be able to construct anything I want. Alright, things are going well. Full utilization of workers. I mean, like, I can start doing a bit more micro by moving these gradually closer and closer towards what they're cutting. We're out into clearance season now. Which means the storm is going to be arriving in 3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes, but that's sped up by 4 times. Yeah, it's probably appropriate now to get these people off of that and starting to make the fabric. With 4 fabric, I can make the workshop, and then I literally never need to have the crude workstation ever again. Because the crude workstation makes planks, fabric, bricks, pipes. Planks, fabric, brick, pipes. Although, unfortunately, they both make pipes at the exact same rate. A no-star production of pipes. Woof. I want 3-star production of pipes. There's probably a building that does that now. So back when I stopped playing this for the first time, waiting for additional updates to the game, they were just about to add the Rainpunk updates, which is to say, the corruption, blightrot cysts, and rain collection systems have all changed. Of course, I don't immediately need to engage in those, but it will be deeply intriguing as I start to do so. The TLDR of it is I'll be able to find geysers of rainwater in glades. Not always, and they're going to be of 3 different kinds of rainwater. There's drizzle, there's clearance, and say with me, storm. And for each building, I'll have the ability to use pipes to connect them to the pipe network. I don't have to manually create pipes between the geyser and the building itself, just connect pipes here, and then connect pipes on the geyser, and then they're boom! They're able to transfer completely across sound and space directly to the machine. And in the machine, I would then have the capability of utilizing the water in order to make the facility run faster or make people happier in the facility. And while it does that, every 32 units of water it uses, it will produce a blightrot cyst. And then we're back in the old blightrot cyst system, which is effectively in Storm. If you have too many blightrot cysts, they'll corrupt your hearth and you'll lose. man, this is annoying. Okay, I'm gonna have to take enough woodcutters off of the job. Really, really like this as well, by the way, now that I can just remove woodworkers without even interacting with the buildings themselves. And I can remove them one at a time or all at the same time to manage my hostility. So the woodcutters are each giving us hostility. I want to get the hostility below 1 so that everyone isn't so mad at me. Their resolve was going to get so low that they'd start to run away. Yeah, I'm doing a lot more tutorialization than I thought I was going to. Well, it's okay. Here in the early game, we haven't really got much, an extremely large much else I can do. I now have the ability as well to slot people directly into the warehouse, and in doing so, they'll have the ability to just cart materials between different buildings. They work as haulers. Super, super useful to have. So very, very soon, I'm going to want to get that lizard building up. And in fact, I could probably just drop it down right now. Because I'd really like to have it up before I get my new arrivals, because if the new arrivals include a bunch more lizards, it's going to change the way that I want to play about it. Okay. Queen's Gift. A mysterious amber orb increases the Ancient Hearth's resistance for every 2 woodcutters in the settlement. Eh. Again, that's corruption resistance. Not super happy about that at the moment. Newly discovered resources nodes have more charges, plus 15 to small deposits, plus 40 to the large deposits, but you'll get 30 hostility on picking the cornerstone. Managing hostility can be hard, but also, how many people am I going to be educating? I guess the beavers do want to be educated. It's just that also feels like a late game kind of thing. Every villager with their need for education fulfilled increases global production speed by 5%. So if I educated everyone, I'm getting 40% global production speed? That is wild. I'm going to take over exploitation because with the amount of wood that I'm getting from trees, I'm more comfortable taking woodcutters off the job during the storm than I might otherwise be. So I feel like it's easier for me to take this. Also, now that we've moved into our first year, it's time to break into our first glade. I'm going to be breaking into this dangerous glade over on the left. I think there's a couple of good reasons to go for this one on the left. It's relatively close to the main warehouse, so I'm not going to have to build a second warehouse out here to have any efficient delivery. Okay, I'll do that as soon as I can. I'll invite those newcomers in post-haste. And then you'll have already delivered things before. Great, so that'll give me the ability to build this. And then if I favor the lizards after this house comes up, I should be able to complete the clan. Favoring, by the way, I used to just juggle favor the entire way through a storm and it worked out for me, but favor now has a 60-second cooldown. It needed to have that. That was correct. What I was doing previously was, I guess, playing around the edges of good in this game. Come on, and boom, there goes the clan. I'm also about to break into a glade, so I may want to consider whether or not I go for the exploration here. +5 to glade events. I just don't... Well, berry baskets could be important to me, I guess, because they can make pie. It doubles berry production as well. It's hard for me to turn that down. Let's get my additional lizards, thank you. Stop favoring them now. I'll go for more people, thank you, especially this early. 2 you in the workshop, and... God, do I put down another woodcutter's camp? I feel like people are going to start getting mad at me if I do that. Planks are almost enough to start making beaver houses. Really do wish I had just everyone already housed. Okay, I think I'm gonna settle on going for the exploration. If I end up with a good pigment production facility, I'm gonna feel bad about that. Let's also get 2 of you in the harvester's camp. How's our food going? It's going okay, I guess. Just gonna make another path there quickly. Great. And then I will pull the 2 of you off of the harvester's camp so that I can throw you into the trapper's camp because the lizards love hunting. It's their favorite thing. Oh, hello. Okay, so we're immediately offered an option that is not going to cost us anything. Cut down. It'll give me 1 Blightrot cyst every 120 seconds for every 2 dangerous glades that have been discovered. I've discovered 0. Well, 1, actually, sorry, oops. No, the debris bushes! No! I mean, I don't have an herbalist camp to actually loot them yet, but that still would have been nice. I do have trappers camps for the slick-shell broodmothers over here. That's going to be a ridiculous amount of both food and leather. Like, it's probably not even worth me running a harvester's camp, because the harvester's camp is getting, you know, 1 plant fiber every time it's harvested. But this will get 1 meat and 1 leather. The leather is the same as the plant fiber for my own productions. I really want to know who my 3rd is. I still don't know who my 3rd species is. I could also build some purging fire, but it requires other resources I have less access to. I get the cornerstone, the sparkcaster. Light fighters move a bit faster. 25 crystallized dew, that's going to be impactful. Okay, I'll throw you in there. And in fact, let's quickly also go to our consumption control. Because I have so much access to meat, I'm going to tell everyone to stop eating things that aren't meat or eggs. Time to pick up some more orders as well. Scavenger's Trail, deliver 50 eggs, I have those. I'm not going to be able to get 50 insects though. Rough. Water delivery, deliver 100 drizzle water. Or advanced farming. I really don't want to choose that until I know who my 3rd species is, because advanced farming becomes a lot better if I have humans. And a lot worse if I don't have humans. One of the orders is ephemeral, yeah. I'm gonna unpause. That order disappears. I'm not gonna be completing that one. Just under 4 minutes for that to clear, so that'll clear halfway through drizzle. The negative consequence would be cysts burn for 5 seconds longer, which I'm not really fussed about. Pop 1 of you in the workshop so I can get 1 of you in the trapper's camp. Really also like to expand for some more space around the hearth itself. There we go. Just so I have more places to build, you know, houses and such. Great, just making sure they aren't resting on their laurels. It's really awkward not to know who my 3rd species is right now. It's preventing me from taking any of my stuff. My things. And... okay. I mean, I can just... oh no, but it costs me money to move them as well. Fine, I'll just scaffold those ones then. And in fact, I'm going to go and deactivate each of these, so they're going to be ignored by builders. What a nice general base of resources here first. This workshop would accept stormwater. There's no stormwater in here, is there? No, unfortunate. There is a cookhouse though, which is going to be pretty good. Skewers and biscuit production. Skewers for the lizards, biscuits for the beavers. And pigment. God. Why? The pigment's also easy for you to make because it comes out of the berries. I could have done that pigment quest and it would have been so good. Alas. It's so unlikely I do one that's not water delivery. Discover 5 glades. So I have a lot of incentives to suddenly pop open 5 glades right now to overlapping orders. As well as, you know, expanding. But building materials is going to be very easy for me to actually reach. And it gives me back the material that effectively makes the things that have gone into it. I'm going to go with that. With the trees complete, so now we're just delivering the resources from that. I'm gonna activate one of these buildings, so as soon as the resource delivery is done, my scouts are going to focus on production. Let's also get that plank limit up so that I can start making more and more and more. And then I'm gonna have to get all of my woodcutters to jump off the job. So the woodcutters are contributing 144 right now. Also, I've got a ridiculous amount of wood, so I can burn that in the storm if I really want to. No one's housed, so I definitely need to get below 2. Yeah, and then if people are happy, I can stay on 1. That'll also actually free up a bunch of builders to start making these things faster. I can get some oils, some herbs. Cool. All cool. I'm most excited for this storm to end just so I know who the 3rd species is, because it'll be offered, they'll come, I hope. God, please. Please. If this building wasn't the workshop, by the way, I would already be digging through these so that I can find the proper production, but it is the workshop, so I can't afford to wait. Cornerstone shows us. Vineyard Town again. Resources I sacrifice in Hearth also burn longer for each impatience point I have. Newcomers arrive 25% quicker. That's going to be a lot of people. I can support a reasonable amount of people. Like, the food is going to start getting a problem, though. I almost want to reroll right now. An additional active trade slot. And traders arrive 25%. I mean, traders arrive 25% quicker is by itself good, huge, large, big McLarge huge. Sure, I'll click the button. Oh no, what have I done? I also want to get this trading post down, but it doesn't actually need to be anywhere near anything. So the more remote it is, the far better off it is for me. Because I don't need it taking up the valuable space near my workshop. Honestly, when that withered tree disappears, I'm going to put it down in the bottom left corner. Maybe that's too harsh. You know what? Boom. Right there. Complete opposite of what I said I'd do. Gotta keep them guessing. Gotta keep them on their toes, you see. Newcomers arrive in a second. Sahilda! It's good to see you, buddy. Woodcutters move 20% faster. That could be nice. 3 wine for every 15 ale we produce. A forager's camp, which can get vegetables and roots here. Yeah, so a forager's camp is actually legit. I have a lot of wood. I almost wonder, yeah, I have enough that I could just sell so that I actually have the ability to pick up the forager's camp. I want to do that so badly. Let's just wait until I see my newcomers. Hello? Humans? Oh, it's humans! Okay. What does this mean for us? Well, humans means that the tavern is way better, because the tavern itself has a specialization bonus of brewing, so the humans really love brewing. That's their favorite thing. They don't like drinking, just brewing. And also because the tavern itself is leisure delivery, which is the ability to serve ale, and the beavers and humans both love ale. Sure, I guess the humans do like drinking. You caught me out on a lie! That'll also get my tavern down really, really early. I'm so happy for that choice now. I would have made any other choice if it wasn't humans. Explorer's Lodge. So, +1 to global resolve for each rebuilt or salvaged ruin. Currently there's 1 ruin on the map. Probably not going to go for that. It's another service right now. Clothier would give me the ability to get clothes on all of my folk. There's also a tool shop is really good production of tools. It's 3-star production of tools, 2-star production of pipes. That'd be so much tool production. Leatherworker is a bit more difficult because I already have one of the most valuable things it can do, which is the fabric production. And water skins, yeah, I guess I can get value out of that, but because I don't have repeatable sources of leather outside of my nodes, this doesn't really have longevity to it. I'd rather use barrels, realistically. So it's Clothier or Tool Shop here. Let's go Clothier. There's a forager's camp, but I am about to buy that. I could theoretically get a ranch, but also I'm gonna have enough meat production just out of the trappers camps for a while. Apothecary for tea and sense biscuits. No, it's tool shop here. Great, and then I will go back and do this trade. Picking up a forager's camp for myself, which still is not an herbalist camp, so I still can't loot those berries. I do want more people as well. Sure. So tavern's gonna require 20, oh boy. 20 planks, that'll come up soon. Ish. Let's get our woodcutters back on the job, obviously, as well. It's a bit late to do that, but hey-oh. We did it in the end. Another person on the trappers camp. Where do I want to throw these 3 people at the moment? Clothier, tool shop. Both of these are exclusively limited by planks. And they're also both the same form factor. So I can put both of them down next to one another. Tool shop is a 3x2, going in that direction, and then I'll put down the Clothier in the other. That'll do. Actually, you have planks. I could buy myself a lot of time by trading for the planks that are going to create the homes. That was a great idea. Oh, actually it gives me building materials as well. But I have to give up all of my bricks and fabric to do that. I don't need an additional blueprint badly right now. I can just wait. Final delivery on the withered tree finally happened. Oh, wait. The game also wants me to have 10 amber at this point so that I can sell it. Finish a quest, rather. There we go. I'll sell 9 of my tools. For the amber trade, which will give me 6 tools back, as well as 2 additional people. And a blueprint. Advanced rain collector. Hello. Can collect rainwater used for crafting and powering rain engines in production buildings. The type of the collected rainwater depends on the season and has a tank capacity of 100. That is good. What's it going to be best for? Hard to say, really. I almost want to take it just for curiosity's sake. There's also a porridge production facility here, but only the humans like porridge. The wine, I would be able to deliver wine pretty quickly. This also has barrel production. Damn, the distillery is not bad. I feel like I'm gonna regret it if I turn down the distillery. I already do have barrel production from the tool shop, but it's not good barrel production. I want to take the advanced rainwater collector. Let's do something new. Great, a couple more people housed here. I now have the ability to decorate in order to increase the level of my hearth, which I'll do as quickly as possible here. So by way of decoration, one of my favorite things to do is... Oh no, the main warehouse is not entirely within the space that would allow me to do this. Woof. All right then. All right then, keep your secrets. As soon as the harvest camp says that it is, yep, out of anything to do, I'll destroy it. And then in this corner, I'm going to pop down two gardens, and then, sorry, two parks and a garden. Which will help take a sting out of the fact that I'm then going to house the rest of the people here. Great. Everyone's already doing the wood cutting. Maybe I need a third wood cutting camp at this point. Literally just for speed of expansion. So that first level upgrade got us +2 to global resolve, as well as 150 increase to corruption resistance. As soon as 2 more people are housed, we also have the requirements to get +10 to global production speed. New orders have arrived. I mean, I'm already intending to do this for something else, so sure. Let's gather even more drizzle water. Foolhardy man. It would give me a monastery in order to do, but I have to break into 4 dangerous glades. 20 minutes complete 4 dangerous glade events. That's like in 2 years? No, I can't do that. I already do have a tavern, so I only need to have 50 ale in order to complete cups and glasses. That's comfy. You can make up to a total of 50 coats at any one time, buds. Admittedly, I did want to cut into another dangerous glade in this season, but I feel like I'm still kind of stabilizing. I've got to get housing for pretty much everyone on board so that I don't have to worry about events just suddenly knocking me down. That's it. It's got to be hard not to build one there. Gradually, I'm going to increase the limits for each of these to 25. When I say gradually, I mean I'm going to do it right now. I've got much more access to clay than I do stone, so I'm going to drop stone out of that machine. I've got the access to clay by breaking into glades. Every time I do, I get a bunch of clay. And also, I'm getting clay from some of my harvest. Here comes the storm. Big pause. I'll take all of my woodcutters off. That still doesn't get me below 2. That means people suddenly have a chance of dying. So instead, I'm going to burn some wood in order to get below 2. By burning some wood, I'm lowering the hostility by 50, which is decreasing the level of the hostility of the forest, which means fewer of these negatives are activating, because they activate at 2, rather than the 1 that I'm at. Also keeps people a lot happier. What can they do for me during this season, though? Let's get some of you making tools. Man, I almost want to get a second workshop. But realistically, what I actually want is to collect the stormwater and then put that into the workshop. So let's collect the pipes here. And then I'll turn that up to increase the production speed by 50%. So as soon as I start getting stormwater, it's going to start getting delivered to the tank here in the workshop. And boom, we're going to start using it, which is increasing our production speed by 50%. So these are taking now, 25 seconds rather than what previously would have been, what, 40? About 40. Hidden from the Queen. There's no impatience penalty when the villagers leave or die, but impatience grows 600% faster starting from drizzle on year 9. Yikes. Oh, wow. Rebellious Spirit. 1 global resolve for every 2 impatience points. There's From the Ashes as well. Gain 2 wildfire essence for every 2 completed dangerous or forbidden glade events. That's from now on as well. And then finally, overexploitation again. Another plus 30 hostility, but all of my deposits are going to be jacked. I feel like that's way too much. I feel like I don't need that unless I have the ability to also lower my hostility via other means. This is too tough for me. And these all seem like long gameplays, which I don't want. I want something to give me some bonuses right now. Back to nature. Increase yields by 100% in all buildings that use fertile soil, but you lose all food to take it. Or woodcutter's prayer. +1 to wood production, but I lose all fuel. So I'm gonna lose 188 fuel if I take that. But my wood production is gonna be stupid. It's gonna be absolutely nutty. I need to get more people back into woodcutters camps at this point as well, so. Let's do that. And I'm gonna take one of you out of the clothier, because I know that clothier has almost finished its job. Maximum woodcutting for a while, thank you. And in fact, I also really want to expand again. And the best location for me to do that right now would be south. Old Valoof. Welcome, trader. Negative 50 hostility. I could buy that for 17. I really, 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 really want that. None of my things award amber, except for Power of the Drizzle, which is not going to happen for a while. I'm starting to collect Drizzle, so it'll start going up. There we go. But I have to collect a bunch and then use a bunch. Those are two different things. It wants me to do that. Tanks starting to empty out here. Tanks, but no tanks. Awful. Really want trappers over there as well. God, I need more people. I feel like I've just been saying that the whole time. Getting more people, being happy about having more people, and then saying it again. Okay. Well, in terms of ease of production, probably the fabric is the easiest for me to say goodbye to. I can't calm the spirits. The spirits are calmed by ale, wine, incense, tea, scrolls, and money. Or copper bars or crystallized dew. All stored amber and wine will be lost? I have none of that. So it'd give me an impatience point if I ignored this, but that's not that bad. But realistically, I should just polish it off. Get myself some safety. Alright. Well, who volunteers? Who's gonna go do it? Let's get the two of you. This also picked me up 3 ancient tablets, which is nice. I should also make sure that I get a makeshift post pretty soon. Currently, it is my best production for packs of provisions, and packs of provisions are very important, you see. I guess I'll use that. Packs of provisions are incredibly important for me to actually be able to use the trading system. Yeah, I want more non-beavers at this point, and very happy to see some fabric. So I'll take the second offering there. Wow. Okay, that Slickshell Broodmother will be done soon, and then I can start stocking up others. I'll let you finish that on the workshop before replacing you, so that I can get you at a new Trapper's Camp, because my food is definitely going to start taking a downturn. What with the whole, I plan to package it all up and sell it off. Water delivery is almost complete. Happy to see that. Oh god, I haven't got the service down yet. Still pretty far, actually. There's some water delivery, which... Oh boy, why is everyone so mad at me? What have I done so wrong? Lizards hate me. Alright. Well, if the lizards hate me, let's try and get some homes. They can't hate me if I house them, right? Every parent of a teen. Left there. Then 2 more human houses on the other side will do the trick. Oh, I only have 1 free person trying to build. Yeah, that'll probably contribute towards some issues here. I'm gonna have to favor the lizards, probably to prevent that guy from running away. Right, one of the human houses is already going up. Favor the lizards gives +5 result to them, -5 result to everyone else though, because they realize there's some favoritism going on. I think it's also time for me to start breaking into some of these caches. So, good news. Our wood production is sick as hell. Bad news. Most everything else. There is not a lot of sustainability in what we're doing right now. That's okay though, we'll survive. Hopefully. Oh, okay, that's probably contributing. Rob dead, you get -6 global result for every 10 amber in the warehouse. Which I think I have, yeah, 10. That's why everyone hates me suddenly. Okay, as long as there's a reason. Because then I can work on it, you see. New order possibility, new clothes. I mean, so easy. +1 to leather production as well. I've in fact almost finished new clothes. I just need one more person wearing clothes right now. Which actually means I need one more person because they all have to concurrently be wearing the clothes. I hate to say, but seeing that I have 3 beavers floating immediately makes me want to put down another wood goddess. Okay, the storm's about to come, so I do want to keep my humans in the ancient rain collector. Advanced rain collector, sorry. I saw an A as an adjective, and I was like, ah, yes, ancient. That's the only thing that could fulfill. Oh boy. That's not great hostility, you see. Because I'm gonna have to sacrifice 3 stacks of wood to actually get... I mean, everyone's housed. All resolve drops faster. Gaining reputation doesn't matter during the storm. Yeah, I mean, I only have to sacrifice 1 stack of wood and micromanage the favoring a little. And we'll be fine. Favorite lizards near the end of the storm. It's all good. Alright, Sotha. What do you got, buddy? Apothecary. Not what I was looking for. But it is there. Plus 25% to the duration of clearance is nice. Plus 5 additional resolve while under the effect of leisure. The thing is, I am going to build leisure facilities as soon as I can. Speaking of, I should probably put this down now. Seems like I should probably play the tavern. So I simply need ale production, a brewery, a tinctury, a scribe would even do the job. I'm gonna spend all those resources there just so that I can pick up our next reputation bonus. Clay pit. Greenhouse. To make mushrooms and herbs. The reason that could be good is because making mushrooms, I can use the mushrooms to make ale. Recipes panel, show all, ale. No, I can't use the mushrooms to make ale. So it's just roots or grain. So I'm gonna have to expand until I find some roots, because, oh boy, I was about to put myself in a pretty bad position right there. Oh. Bugger. Local taxes, 12 amber for every 50 ale produced. Ale is actually not that easy. Grumble, grumble, grumble. I kind of want to reroll at this point. Packs of provisions I can get at a better rate from the manufacturer. I can also get training gear, but only one of my people likes brawling. And you can no longer brawl in the tavern. You gotta take it outside, as the bartender keeps telling us. Alchemist's Hut. That's crystallized yew production. Crystallized yew production is pretty nice as well. But I think I should reroll. I see. Flower production and water skins from the supplier. The Explorer's Lodge with the Crown Chronicles. Again, not really that much for us. Cobble pie. I'm gonna roll again. God help me. There's the brewery. That's what I was looking for. Oh, but so do I want the herbalist's camp, and so do I want the small farm. Why couldn't have these all been different choices? That'd be lovely. I have no soil right now. No fertile soil. I do have the starting ability of the humans. Each of the species now has a starting ability as well. So the starting ability of the humans, it reveals one of the nearest patches of fertile soil. For the beavers, I actually don't have anything unlocked for them right now, but apparently, I think they give you... You know what? I actually don't know. There we go, the lizards give you 10 tools. Yeah, so they can just be one-time bonuses. I know the harpies also give you 50 coats as soon as they arrive. Boy. I'm stammering and stuttering on this decision for a bit of time because I really, really, really want to be able to take the brewery. I think maybe I hold on to that until I open another area. And where do I want to expand to? The dangerous glade to the north? Actually, I guess to the south or to the west. Realistically, I should be thinking about where I'm going past that. So like these ones give me the ability to hit a forbidden glade. So does that. Eventually, if I'm building a second base, a likely location for it would be something like here. It's pretty close to another forbidden glade up there. In fact, as soon as the abandoned cache goes, I could put down a second glade. Synthesizing all of this, what does that mean for me? Well, annoyingly, it means that one of the things I want to do is actually just break straight into the Forbidden Glade. Can I? resources aren't that great right now. All it would take is the Forbidden Glade asking for a resource that I have to spend some time generating, and it could screw me. I don't know where I'm getting all my coal from. But I apparently have some coal production going on. Do I even have a Blightrot cyst yet? Nope. No cysts. Okay. I think I finally decided. And I'm just going to take the easy option of cutting into here. With the expanded, if I do find a glade that's very easy to deal with... Sotha is still here. You'll pay me for these ancient tablets, right? I'm gonna take it. Increase the durations of clearance for me, please. Admittedly, I kind of want to get another 4. Sell you 20 gold. That'll give me the additional +5 resolve while under the effect of leisure. You know what? No. I can't just spend all of my resources every time I'm given the opportunity. Gotta hold something back. So, in terms of food, I'm gonna have to change people's eating habits. Because, yeah, I told them not to eat. Definitely don't eat the roots. You can eat mushrooms. You can eat meat. You can eat eggs. Sure, you can eat berries as well. Gotta start making some complex foods. I can get 7 people or I can get 5. Is Sotha still here? Sotha. Nope. I'm going to take Tightened Belt to lower the cost of trade routes. Because then some of them, like this one, will have 0 as a cost for their packs of provisions. So by trading 35 reeds to the First Dawn Company, I can get 10 amber in response. And that 10 amber is going to be really important because it immediately gets me to the 2nd level of relationship with First Dawn. I'll take the mushrooms for some immediate boost of food as well. Oh, okay. I have discovered some dangerous glades now, so that's going to give me at least some Blightrot cysts. I could cleanse it. Black Fighters move 25% quicker. Black Fighters moving faster doesn't seem as impactful to me. Either way that I go here, I'm still going to have to develop a Blightrot facility. And it wants to be relatively close to the rest of the stuff that I'm doing as well. I'll pop you there. Okay, a lot of people are off the job as well right now, so I'm gonna have to start finding things for them to do. I'm popping open a bunch of these caches at the moment as well. I'm gonna take the brewery. I still don't have the ability really to support it. So I have nerves. Every 120 seconds. That's every 2 minutes. It'd take me about 2 minutes to 2 sets of that to complete. So I'm getting 4 black rot cysts from this. Okay. The reason I want to do that suddenly is because since this is not proposing a threat, nor is it lowering my resolve right now, I can break into another dangerous glade immediately and try and deal with that there. Barrels. Yeah. Temple for religion. I'll tell you what, humans and lizards both love religion. Ooh, but the clan hall. Clan hall gives religion as well as brawling, which the lizards like, but plus 100% greater yield from all camps. That's hard to turn down. In that I'm not going to. Okay. Production for all water so far is filled. I'll take those people off the job. Maybe that workshop isn't enough. Maybe I need a second workshop. I could see myself building one that I'm not always stocking, certainly. Okay, I'm definitely not going to be able to sell the contaminated goods here. So I am very glad that I'm already building a blighting post. To protect itself, it sometimes allies with blight rot and will spawn blight rot cysts. Great, okay. Yeah, it's going to be really important that I have blight rot facility up. Let's get this to make a total of 15 purging fire at any one point in time. Additional blight rot cysts appeared. Yep, that makes sense. Let's just try and get these closer to the tree line, as well as paths. Yeah, with the amount of blight rot cysts that I have at the moment, I'm gonna be fine. I could really do with another meat production facility over here. I feel like I'm a little overdue for putting down my second base as well. There's that tavern. Plus 3 global resolve. The humans really like being there as well, so they're getting additional resolve on top. Let's get that blight rot facility to be production priority 1. Please deliver the planks so that it can start getting created. Final order. Ooh, okay, I like this a lot. Forbidden Glades in time. It wants me to crack open 2 Forbidden Glades within 420, so there's what, 8 minutes of one another? And if I do so, I get -50 to hostility. So a dangerous glade costs us 30. So it means that I get to break into 2 Forbidden Glades, and instead of getting 60 hostility, I only get 10. That's big worthwhile. Gotta wait for that purging fire to come up so I can actually complete that now. Damn. Can't Get everyone who loves their job on that. Let's make some additional decorations. Perfect. And then I need 8 more of the default type. So 2 more now. Let's get some benches, I guess. Great, and then I need 4 more of the aesthetic type. I'm usually very lazy with these. Trying not to be right now. Let's put a chest there. Oh, no, bench isn't going to be the right design. Eventually I will be expanding south, so this sign will make much more sense then. Deck fungus and a night fern. Great. So once that all goes up, we're also going to hit the next level of half again district for 10% chance of double yields. Let's take all our woodcutters off the job and then realize that 47. Okay, so if I sacrifice 3 stacks of wood here, 1, 2, 3, I can get us back down to only being in the hailstorm. Ooh, but that's still bad. That's still pretty bad for us. Because I don't have everyone housed. Which means the people that do not have houses are risking dying right now. And I need a lot more planks to make enough houses for them. Okay, so I'm gonna sleep these new houses that I'm trying to make and instead create a big shelter, which should be much faster and contain 6 slots, so it should house all of the people who are otherwise sad. And annoyingly, I'm gonna have to sacrifice 2 stacks of coal just to get below the level of people possibly dying while I'm trying to pull this off. Oh, there's also a trade route open. I could sell some eggs. I guess my food's a lot better than it was a couple moments ago. But I still don't want to do that. There we go. Boom. I burnt all of my coal. So that's stopped working. But this house now contains the final 6 people who were unhoused. So now no one has a 5% chance of dying every 15 seconds. Okay, I've got to have a bunch of, tools by now. It'll force the tool production facility start working harder. Citybuilder arrives. There's a new cornerstone for us as well. Burn my 300 wood so that I'm producing dumb, stupid amount of wood. Trade hub, reputation point every time I sell goods worth 60 amber. Or 2 royal guards. Instead of simply brawling, villagers train under them. So now we get an additional +5 resolve from brawling, but attacking a trader will result in us getting 2 extra impatience points. Huh. That doesn't seem good. Over-diligent workers will just eventually give me a good amount of barrels, so I'll do that. woodcutters move faster. This one to brain supply. Definitely want my woodcutters to move faster. I'm gonna take some material to make ale with. Should slap down a brewery now as well. And then this event up here, I need to start completing literally post-haste to sweet, etc. Still want me to deliver eggs, eh? I don't know about that. I just don't know about that. Well, I mean, look, if I welcome a bunch more eggs into the area, that'll make it a lot easier. Now the smoldering city is gonna have a one relationship with me. Woohoo. Okay, I should also just start throwing some camps down willy-nilly, because I have a bunch of parts available, but not... sorry, a bunch of parts available as well as a bunch of free people. So I should resolve both of those problems at the same time. Sea marrow. Sea marrow, run, run, marrow, run. That'll do. Alright, I forgot I gotta get people back into woodcutting. Woodcutting's falling out of vogue. Gotta get them back into it. I'm not gonna finish this in time before it gives me an impatience point. It'll also say corruption grows 50% quicker, but I'll clear that by completing it. Additional player routes disappeared. Yeah, the thing I'm doing. Add a track. It said that. Need for clothing is also fulfilled for enough people right now. Yoo-hoo. Wah-ha. Yep, yep. That'll get me my new clothes, +2 to production for the coats themselves, +1 to leather production, as well as 20 fabric. Granary, Tinctury, Forester's Hut, a stamping mill. So the granary does give me 2-star production of pickled goods, which is pickle good. Tinctury for wine production. Wine. Theoretically, I would just have to get some berries is the thing for wine. Pottery, flour. Honestly, the stamping mill actually is pretty sick here, because the pottery means I can make all of the containers for all of my potables, and then the flour is just a backup. It's 2-star flour in case I want to start serving people pies. And between you and I, the will to serve pies lives deep within my soul. That'll do. Tell them they can make up to a total of 50 pottery at any one time, and to use exactly those resources. Great. Also, time to stop sleeping on these buildings. Unfortunately, I've run out of storm water for completing, so maybe it's time to get a storm water drain as well. I know I have one somewhere. 2 people in that stonecutter's camp, thank you. Wait, hang on. You're not finished because of parts! Oh no, I've run out of parts. I knew that was gonna happen at some point. Now I've only got one lizard free though, so very, very happy to see that I'm actually utilizing him correctly now. Woo! I could have sworn I had a storm. Yeah, I do. I thought I put it that. I did. This'll do. And I'll pop a big road out there. Tools. Yeah, I mean, if you can't make them. Certainly doesn't seem right to bother trying. High level corruption. Okay, I now have enough blight rot cysts that I will lose if I let it go. Brewery, hello. And I should probably get some humans in the brewery though. Just because of the whole they like to brew thing. Seems like it could be compatible with them. Alright. Things could certainly be going a lot worse. Not using any of the drizzle water that I've accumulated. I could use that in the brewery. Gotta use the drizzle water as well, you see. Y'all should probably make up until 25 now. I'm so glad that I have such good wood accumulation. Otherwise, that would be a bit of a nightmare. I will connect there. I need to start using the drizzle water for the power of the drizzle, you see. That's the herbalist camp I was looking for. Best wine production in the game in the cellar there, though. Woof, hard to turn that down, but the herbalist's camp is going to give me the ability to get all these 2-star rather productions. I've also got to let some builders actually roam through the base for a period of time here. Lizard housing will help though. Also, the geyser pump over here. So the geyser pump is just a building that builds on the geyser, is going to extract that specific water. So we built that on a stormwater geyser. There's a drizzle water geyser down here. But by building this, I now have the ability to upgrade as well. So I can make an automaton do the job. With one wildfire essence and 2 pipe, I get a worker that needn't eat nor sleep. Doesn't have a chance of producing double yields though. Increase the tank capacity of the corresponding rainwater. That'll do. And then I'll get another automaton so that I don't have to expend any people working in there. Perfection. And that should make sure that I always have enough stormwater to continue running the workshop building. Because if I'm running this with, effectively double production speed, it's increased by 50 and then another 50, and then also a 25% chance for extra production yield, it's basically like having a second workshop. So hopefully it can help me avoid having to build a second workshop. Alright, now I gotta take everyone off wood cutting. Increase my wood sack. Cloudburst, it'll last me for 1 coat for every villager in the camp. That's fine. I've got a clothier. I'm just not making coats at a particularly good rate. So I kind of want to connect some pipes. Speaking of pipes though. Woof. I can't even produce any pipes at the moment. Yikes. Let's have a look at our storm trade. We can trade some bricks. I'm not really keen to do that, to be honest. Oh, the lizards hate me. Oh, the lizards absolutely hate my guts. We can see the corruption is starting to try and overwhelm my half, but the blight fighters are hitting it back. They're taking out these cysts. A couple cysts over on the buildings there as well. I would be surprised if a lizard did not run away. Ooh. 10 pipes, you see. I will take that, but I'm still going to wait until after the storm has ended. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to lose the lizard here. Wah. He was my favorite. Okay, I've got an upcoming payment I'm going to have to worry about. 39 coats. I'll pay that instantly to prevent the loss of resolve. Let's get clearance. Okay. Bliss! That's the ability to make the scribe. Oh, but I don't care about the scribe anymore. 2 additional lizards. Ooh, time spent resting is reduced by 30% while under the effect of clothing. More than happy to take that off of your hands. Kinda want to just buy a bunch of additional parts from you as well. Just a bunch more camps I can make, you see. Brewery production is 50% faster. But I'm not going to be using my brewery that much. Because, like, I can use it right now, but as soon as I run out of those herbs, and the herbs have come from event completions rather than anything else, I'm going to be kind of stranded. Also, like, my brewery production's already 50% faster. What are you talking about? Okay, now we increase the limits on all of these to 50. Okay, so now we've got all of these increased to 50. They're going to be getting a lot more done. Woohoo. I also should I feel like I should break into another glade right now. Oh no, I didn't have anyone in the rain collector for storm. Whoops. That was a thing I was intending to do, you see. Boy. No, you know what? I'm stretched too thin. I'm stretched too thin. I don't think I can open another glade right now. I need to be able to produce leisure consistently. Don't have any production facilities for wine. Cookhouse wouldn't give me wine, but would give me skewers and biscuits, which I do just need some complex food resources for people. Give me the cookhouse. 25% chance of doubling their yields as long as they have leisure. I think that's probably more productive than the rain pumps, to be honest. Or than the brewery production speed, rather. Okay, there's the clothier up. Clothier, sorry, the cookhouse. I'm gonna make skewers for the lizards, because the lizards are definitely the primary problem. They want to run away. I'll tell you, you can make biscuits, but I'm also gonna have to make flour elsewhere, which, if I recall correctly, I did have a location for that. Oh, it's the stamping mill, of course, right here, just hidden. Unfortunately, it requires the same resources as other things. So I'll make flour exclusively out of mushrooms, and then I need to start gathering mushrooms. Work. Scaffold that out a little. Although I don't have any workers for doing that at the moment. That said, I'm gonna get so much happiness on all of the people right now for having completed a service for them. This resolve is low already? Oh no! The hostility of the forest is so freaking high. I'm trying to lower it, but boy, it's difficult. High level corruption, yeah, that's to be expected. With the amount of wood I have, I can't really still just take people off of woodcutting and throw them on other tasks. As much as I would love to. Favor the lizards to get through this season. I mean, it makes sense. I have nothing that the lizards like right now. I am making skewers for them, though. If they only knew. Definitely taking all at once, but it's still going to be hard for me to justify doing yet. Welcome to this small hearth. Having an additional hearth is going to lower hostility by 30. Let's get an additional hearth up here. Ooh, got an ale. Sick. There we go. +2 to our production for the ale now. That's enough coats. Is it? No. 100 coats at all times, please. You'll have made enough pottery. You can duck out of there. Only use pottery for making ale at this point. I do feel low on very specific resources that kind of underpin our growth at the moment. And I recognize as soon as my ability to access these resources runs out, I'm gonna be in dire straits instantly. God, my food production's garbage too. As soon as I can make people a facility where they're eating good constantly, we're gonna be in great shape. Until then, and then I would have just continued screaming if I wanted to continue that bit, but no. I'll leave it there. Still gotta leave some builders open, you see? And then let's take everyone off woodcutting. 52. Still no coal. So I'm capable of getting down to the point where... Never mind, Cloudburst will still activate. Hey, boom. Don't have to worry about that. Stone delivery? No. By favoring the lizards, I'm actually still doing okay right now. This could be worse. And in fact, I can afford to get one woodcutter in. Perfect. Pop up another hearth as well. If I accept these later, it will take longer to get the next lot of them as well. Those didn't tip me over. What did? I got 4. I don't know. Oh, I guess, yeah, because now I have more people unhoused of beavers. Got it. What? Oh my god, no. I forgot to put people in blind. Oh, yeah, so I just lost 3 people. That's not good. That's a problem. Oh boy. Okay. What do we do now? I don't have much money. I have a lot of leather. Grab some flour and mushrooms, trade you as much wood as you need for it. It's gotta be another woodcutter's. Yeah. It's up here. There we go again. Local taxes. 12 amber every time I make 50 ale. I do want to do that. You know what? Fine. Unfortunately, in this season, I have to break into a glade. And if I want to break into a dangerous glade, I then have to break into another dangerous glade immediately after. I'm gonna do it, recognizing that there is a risk in this, but still doing it. Gonna have to remember at the start of Storm to activate that again. And so in the tool shop, the ability to make some more tools, so I'll do so. Woodcutter's camp in a position where it can actually afford to get me through. Travis camp with no deposits nearby. I've been waiting for this message. As I have A place to move, y'all. Please surround and absolutely eviscerate that camp. All right, final exploration for the glades. Noxious machinery. Okay, cleansing this is not impossible for me. In fact, it's quite possible. Tearing it down, I'd lose 4 units of random type of rainwater every 12 seconds, and every 120 seconds I get some more blight rot cysts. There's also a tinctury down here. Oh, thank heck, the root deposit will have me done. That's all I need. As long as I am exploiting those root deposits, then I will have all of my taverns loaded and going, and I will have my cookhouse loaded and going, and I will actually get some biscuits. So I will have better foodstuffs for everyone again, which is very important. Yeah, I kind of just want to send him. Go cleanse. Something I like to do occasionally is look through my resources and go, what do I have too much of? Like, I have way too much leather. Where am I getting all that leather? I'm getting that leather from the same production facility that's giving me the meat. And I do not have too much meat. So it's fine. Leather's just a byproduct of something I'm making. All good. No real concerns about that. I have a lot of ale. I should make sure that I don't make too much of that. But I'm only making up to 100 and then slacking off. Let's make some pickled goods. Because both the beavers and the lizards like pickled goods, so the brewery should definitely be making those. The drizzle water? Should probably get a dedicated drizzle water production facility up as well. And then I've got, yeah, 6 minutes to break into another forbidden glade. This event's not going to be a problem. This event kind of takes care of itself, so I don't think it's going to be too difficult. I just have to choose the forbidden glade, which is the harder part. That one. That one. It's this one. Alright, took a quick pause for lunch because the run's going on a little long. We're back in it. Okay, so we've got the drizzle ending up here of year 8. I'm starting to get a little bit of reduction of hostility from spreading out and putting down more halves. Only problem is every year is giving me an additional 45. I have so many villages. I wonder if I should start turning down newcomers. Just not accepting them. Because I really don't have the infrastructure to support it right now. Okay, the workshop can be emptied. That said, I also am at max utilization of people, so it's not like the additional people would be going to waste. I definitely have things for them to do. Let's check on the progress cutting into our second forbidden glade. That's up here. Yep. If I thin this path a little, I should be able to get in there much faster. So at the very least, I'm certain this isn't going to be a problem at all. We've got the resources for it very comfortably. Great. Feeling good about the noxious machinery. That'll be done in time, and it's not even raising my hostility whilst it's happening. 2 of you out there. Still need additional builders right now. Up here, this one's going to be a bit more tough. I might have to wait until after the storm to actually address it. So it looks like I'm running low on coats. Oh, right, that's just because I would have delivered them rather than anything else. I also don't have any additional clearance water, so I can get some rain collectors going right now. actually try and get some of that. Something that's going to be absolutely huge is distributing my people among different areas. So if I get this big shelter, it's going to cost me, what, 5 per move? Yeah, 5 wood, my most plentiful resource, per house that I have to move here. And I just need to bring down, I guess 14 would be really good. And also, people never actually enter these, so I can just stack them. There we go. So that'll have, yeah, 14 people down here. So now if I build 2 parks, and a garden. So this, yeah, this is definitely a lazy build here. Each of these parks will count as 4 comfort. The garden counts as 4 aesthetic. That'll get us 2 levels on this half here. So that's an additional 10% global production speed and an additional 2 global resolve. And then I want to do the same up here to the north as well. And in fact, I can do that. I just have to decide where. Space is at a limitation, but I can move these again in the future if I absolutely need to, so I'm not too concerned. Those 2, and then a human house. It's just I do eventually want to start planting things. There we go, and then that'll be 6 people up there, so I have an additional 4 I can move from here. Perfect. Let's grab you. I'll get it done. Well, save for the actual construction of the aesthetics and gardens up there. Although at the moment, this just needs 1 park. That's all. That's all that'll help up there. Okay, second Forbidden Glade broken into. Okay, I do have the resources to try and chase you away. And chasing you away would be a nice reputation gain for us. 5 minutes, 3 minutes left in this, and then the storm, I think, is another 2 minutes. Yeah, I can definitely do the drainage mole after that. The only problem is if I don't, the drainage mole kills all villages and destroys all resource nodes, buildings, and events within a 20 field radius, which would include a half. That would be pretty rough. Training gear and packs of provisions, both nice. Oil. What can I squeeze oil out of? I will have a lot of vegetables, so oil would give me frankly, a production resource that I could get value out of. But wait, maybe I'm overlooking just giving luxury to my beavers. In fact, I desperately think that I am. Because look, the resources for it are so easy for us to generate, and it'll be plus 10 to their happiness. That means they'll be over their resolve limit and starting to actually increase our reputation just by being happy. They're so happy that we're getting more well-renowned because of it. Guess it's like happiness indexes for countries and things like that. I don't need those planks. I would rather people build things right now. Or rather, I don't need to sell those planks. I would rather people build things right now. I should free up some people as well. So what am I overstocked with right now? Gosh, I don't feel like much. I'm gonna say we can take 2 people out of the cookhouse right now because we don't have much flour production going on. And by much, I do think I mean any. Come on, build them all up. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Just +4 global resolve for these. Oh. Practically salivating thinking about it. A monastery would be not especially useful in terms of the services it can provide, but the green brew is just -100 hostility, and I have been finding my hostility is just way too GD high. Smelter, less than no interest in a smelter. Rain mill, middlingly. The market itself has the possibility of giving us market carts, the ability, which is just global carrying capacity increased by 10. That's big, but I still think I prefer the monastery in this position. And with a second and third service building, damn, I should get the clan hall down. I can't believe that I haven't done that yet. The inefficiency! I really need to clear this camp as well. You know what? Welcome on in. Maybe I build the clan hall down here. Yeah, a lot of open space. And with that clan hall going down, I'll get the ability to get up to the 3rd level of Hearth soon thereafter. And we're also starting to move into the storm, and I don't need additional storm water for the advanced rain collectors, so I can definitely take them out now. Wait until the storm begins. There we go. Now I need to take every woodcutter off the job. We're down to 6. Everyone's... Excuse me. Not everyone is housed, which is my main concern. Let's try and set the priorities for creating these houses high enough that maybe we won't lose someone. Yeah, lost a builder. Don't lose the other human just before the human's house comes up. That'd be a tragedy. Why do I guess I need another beta house? And another human house? What? I don't know where all of these people have suddenly come from. That's not actually too many trappers, it turns out. Let's get one of you in the clan hall. 2 more filling it up. So now we're getting double resources. Oh my god, I forgot to do the blight post. Oh, that's awful. A tragedy. I'm gonna take the route delivery line there, just so that I have additional resources for making sure that I continue building ale for as long as is humanly possible. Definitely need to get people back in that building. Jadani Stormfeather. A weaver for the best-in-class fabric production. Could buy a little reputation, buy a little ale production, buy a little vegetable production. All of those seem good. So why not get all of them? for the upcoming payment, and yeah, new people will always be well utilized here. Trying to get people to fill up foragers camps as well. Woodcutters camps should also probably be filled nowadays. Drainage mole. It's time to send you away. Rebuilding a provisioner for the ability to get better provisions preparations. It's okay. Don't think it's a high priority though. And that's right. This is where we get our pottery and our flour from in the stamping mill. So I've got to start running that again to make sure that I can continue to have pies. So I need to get this actually connected to the system so I can get more clearance water. Actually, sorry, that's drizzle water that's collecting that. Sigh. One day I'll remember to put them on job. It'll be a glorious day. Travis camp with no deposits nearby. There's some all the way down here. So I'm afraid the workforce is going to have to migrate here, but great rewards will be found by those who do. Also, it's just nice to open up that walkway. Looks a lot neater this way. Okay, one more trappers camp. And now, especially with the clan online, giving the plus 100% to all camps great yields, we should be going grand. Let's have a look at our trade routes. I could ship off some planks. That's a lot of money for the planks, though. I guess I am only producing planks right now. I can afford to sell off 13. It's the only thing my workshop is dedicated to at this time. Let's get one more beaver house up here, and then we can also drop a very simple garden with a park near, and that'll be another 10% global production speed. Without that +6 to global resolve from the 3 different encampments we have at this point, oof. Storm would be hard. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm pretty close to just being able to produce tools and pop open all of those. Which means I need to start stamping out some copper bars if I can get any. Perfect. Drainage mole is satisfied. That's already another reputation. Yeah, I'm starting to round the corner. I now just have the ability to send off caches that I find at the Citadel, and I should be okay. Lumber mill, apothecary, a smithy or a provisioner. None of these are relevant to us in the slight. Well, I guess apothecary? Yeah, I do actually have religion buildings. I forgot about that. Speaking of religion buildings, I should build my second of them, the monastery. Did I ever start even constructing the wine? No, I didn't. What are you doing here, buddy? Where are all these extra people that I so supposedly have? Maybe I'm taking everyone off of woodcutting, just trusting that woodcutting is done? Sure. That'll give me the ability to throw 2 of you into the workshop so that I can get the humans in the cellar. Making that wine. Take all of you out of the blight post. I'll make sure that I remember this time to put them back on the job in time. I'm not gonna remember that. I'll try, but I'm not gonna. Fill the monastery, of course. Oh, look how happy everyone is. They're over the moon about it. Drizzle water is about to complete, giving us another +1. Everyone's really happy, so I'm getting just 0.86 resolve per minute, or rather reputation per minute. We're rounding the corner. There we go. I'm just gonna let that keep going. I don't think I really have to do too much now. This is using clearance. I want drizzle water to be used faster. Don't have any places using it though. Okay, we're now in the storm. I just have to get through this season, which is not going to be a problem. I can literally just burn 3 stacks of wood. Take all the woodcutters off the job. I'll pay the coat cost immediately. Oh, the beavers are really enjoying their luxury there. Which actually sidetracked me such that I didn't even put down the apothecary to start the production on incense. Which would be +10, no, +8 for both humans and lizards. Oh my god, I did it again. I told you, I promised I would remember. I didn't say I would remember to do it at the start of the storm, did I? Did I? Because that'd be really embarrassing if that's what I said. Please tell me I didn't say that. Oh, one more. Wow. They died just before the end of the storm. Hello, Renwald Redmane. What do you got here, buddy? Oh, a market. You got a bunch of tools as well? Hell yeah, that's great. Love to see it. I'm gonna buy all of those tools, and then I'm gonna start just popping open caches until I win the video game. That'll do it. Really, truly doesn't matter what I take there. In fact, I do not think the cache itself will matter. That's a clean game. 20-minute adventure, finished the game before year 12. We also finished with at least 40 villages. We completed a bunch of the dangerous and forbidden events. Most of the orders. Had 11 points of impatience before losing, so very low impatience right there. Can only be happy about that. Overgrown library as well. We complete the deed, win the game near the overgrown library modifier. So now we can show the meta system a little here. Ooh. Land of Greed. The strange totem causes you to focus only on your wealth. Impatience grows 50% quicker, but every ongoing trade route reduces the impatience generation speed by 20%. Interesting. I'll be deciding where I ultimately want to go in the next episode, but for what it's worth, it's got to be near Abitonia, so my options are quite limited there. However, let's finish these deeds. Reforged the land seal. So I got given a bunch of deeds as I transferred my save file over from early access to 1.0. And it appears to be ones that are related to a new system, the home and the home decoration. Pioneer's Mantle, a ceremonial garb given only to long-serving viceroys, made by the finest harpy tailors in the kingdom. Reforging the Silver Seal has given us, while viceroys no longer engage in combat, their uniform still pays homage to the traditional attire worn by the early explorers of the realm. The Platinum Seal has given us Viceroy's Cape. So I have to imagine these are challenges that we completed, or the effects of which we already completed in the early access series that they're just giving us the credit for now. An ornate cape adorned with the kingdom's emblem, wearing it as a privilege reserved for seasoned viceroys who've successfully overseen many settlements. Yeah, that definitely seems to suggest it. Decorated belts. A sturdy and ornate belt made from extremely durable drainage mole leather. It's designed to hold numerous insignia. And a cobalt seal. Intricate ornaments designed to be attached to a settler's mask. Their shape resembles outstretched phoenix wings. Grand, bunch more deeds there I'm gonna have to finish at some point, and the home. You're about to meet Aunt Laurie. What is your relation to her? The setting can always be changed in the options menu. If only it were that easy. Niece or nephew? Boy. I did say boy. Easy. As soon as you step into your new home, you notice a richly clothed woman standing by the window, her gaze fixed on the citadel. Aunt Laurie? What took you so long? Here you are. I'm sorry, dear. There were some things that needed taking care of first. Well, isn't this a nice looking house? Back in my day, only the highest ranked viceroys had their own quarters. How are you doing so far? Isn't this supposed to be harder? Embracing the journey where I keep struggling. You know what? Let's tease. Isn't this supposed to be harder? Well, I can see some insignia still missing from your coat. Don't let your guard down, kiddo. There are still plenty of things out there that can surprise even a queen's hand. I promised my sister I'd look after you, and I plan on keeping that promise. Oh, and sweetie, the house looks a bit empty. See if you can find something to decorate the place with. There's a tiger! What are you talking about? Anything else you'd like to talk about? I'm struggling a bit. Could you give me advice? Can you tell me a story? There's something I don't understand. You know what? Can you tell me a story? A story, you say? Let me ask you something instead. Do you ever feel like she's too harsh on us? As if she's punishing us for the sins we've never committed? Would we be better off without her iron grip around our throats? You know what? We're not royalists. We should govern ourselves. You're not alone in this, you know. Many young viceroys quietly dream of a life without a despot ruling over them. They're scattered and afraid. But they scheme day and night. They dream of a world without her. She was not always here. For a long, long time after the ancients left, we lived peacefully, in balance with nature and each other. My nan spoke of her grandmother living with the harpies and the lizards under one roof. Harpies and lizards, mind you. I mean, I'm not surprised to hear that. They both really like fabric for their houses. But as soon as the seals started breaking, everything changed. The forest, the storm, even the rain itself turned against us. And in the end, we turned against each other. Some say that you can find hope and solidarity in desperation. I say there's only ruthlessness and bitterness. Ah, but look at me rambling again about days long past like a fisherman's wife. Pay me no mind. So there's that. There's something I don't understand. A struggle, you say? What's the problem, kiddo? Ah, okay, so there's this is actual delivery of of mechanical information here as well, not just a story. Wait, that's not a tiger. My man has a seal's tail. Sick. I don't really need to know anything about any of these, as much as I would like to know her insight on them. I'm gonna say I'm struggling a bit and see if she's gonna give us any general advice that might be worth its while. Ah, I see you have some fancy new toys from the Brass Order. Their inventions never cease to amaze, eh? Upgrading mines will make your life a whole lot easier. You'll be able to reach deeper ore deposits, or even make use of autonomous minecarts. Just make sure you have enough tools and building materials. Upgrades aren't cheap. So that's that. Cool, I gotta go. Neat! I wonder if we're gonna get like a full story about having to revolt against the Queen. And I would be over the moon about it. For the moment, my highest forged seal apparently is the Cobalt seal. And I think I saw, yeah, up in this corner, the Titanium seal. Contains a weakening ancient seal. At the end of the cycle, if the seal's within my embarkation range, I can try and reforge it. And minimum difficulty prestige 15. Okay, so because I climbed the prestige levels, I unlocked all of the seals up until I imagine prestige level 12, which is the one that I've completed. And I need to get all the way out here and do this on prestige level 15, so that's my goal. That said, I have some resources to also upgrade my smoldering city, so let's have a look at this. I only have machinery, I don't have any artifacts. So, starting ability of the beavers, here we go. Extends available trade offers by 1 in each neighboring town. Cool. Or I could get the embarkation bonus of an ale or training gear delivery line. Ooh, a training gear delivery line. That's absurd. Training gear is used at a really, really good rate to open caches. Oh, that's so many materials that you can get from doing. I'm doing that. I'm absolutely doing that. And we'll explore the worthfulness of that in the next episode. But until then, my name is Rhapsody, the name of the game. It's been Against the Storm. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Top left is a series playlist from a lot of content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming class and the names of the people so generally supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And a Rob, special thanks this episode to Avatar. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.